Alright, this video should be a little bit shorter. I only have this one example because we are once again looking at factoring trinomials. If I look at these terms, since this last term is 1, the only factor that it can have is 1, so there's not going to be a greatest common factor. And since I have 3 terms, that means I need to make a t-chart. So setting up my t-chart, I need factors of a times c, which is going to be 36 times 1, which is 36. And those have to add up to give me negative 12. So again, looking at these signs, since this is positive, both of my factors have to have the same sign, either positive or negative. And since I'm going to be adding them to get negative, then they both have to be negative. And I know that negative 6 times negative 6 gives me positive 36, but it adds to give me negative 12. So I'm going to bring down my 36x squared, and I'm going to break up this minus 12x into minus 6x and minus 6x from over here, and then bring down my plus 1. Now I can group it. And again, that second minus sign here has to go in with the 6x. And these both have 6x in common. That leaves 6x. And remember, when I factor everything out, I still have to fill it in with this 1. Then over here, the only thing that they have in common is a 1. But since I need it to be positive 6x and negative 1, and I have negative 6x and positive 1, I'm going to factor out a negative 1. And that gives me the positive 6x, and then the 1 divided by negative 1 gives me negative 1. So now, in my two sets of parentheses, I have 6x minus 1. So I'm going to write that once. So both of these go here. And then in between, I have 6x minus 1. And everything that we've done so far is the exact same as in the last video. But now both of these equal 6x minus 1 times 6x minus 1. And anytime you have something multiplied by itself, we can write it as 6x minus 1 squared. So that's what you're going to enter into this box up here. Now, if you're going through and you don't catch that both of these are equal, if you enter this, it's still going to count it as correct. But I just want to make sure that you are aware that it can also be written like this in case on a test you have a multiple choice question and it's only written like this, or on the air test or an ACT test or anything else. They would probably write it in this form, so I just want you to be able to recognize that. But that's it for this lesson, so if you have any questions, ask me in class.